Hey, yo, what's happening? Hey, y'all know we back. It is week 2. Listen, we got a lot of big boy games today. You got um Colorado and Nebraska, you got Texas and Michigan, you got Tennessee and North Carolina State. You also got Boise State and Oregon. And it's even more. You got Alabama versus South Florida. And then you got your boy DJ Lagway finna get his first career start against Stanford.
Sanford.
That's the Florida versus Sanford game. And I want to see how Syracuse versus Georgia Tech game go. Then you also got K-State versus Tulane. So y'all, it's a lot of big boy games today. It's a whole lot of big boy games. So Mike, let's jump this thing off. And y'all already know Mike, man. We've been doing podcasts forever, but I call him Figs. So he got Mike on the title, but that's Figs to me. Go ahead and ride that thing out, big dog.
All right, welcome to the Life in Football podcast. I'm your host, Mike Phoebe.
And I'm your co-host C-Mo, rolling out the toe, baby.
Okay, so we're gonna break down some of these games like we did last week. We're gonna go through quite a few of the games. Um, I got two things to kick the show off. First is Travis Hunter playing two positions in the NFL,
Mhm.
and the next one, um, will the Florida Gators head coach survive the rest of this season? So, I mean, we got some Gators in the house, so it is what it is. But my thing with Travis Hunter, I love what he's doing right now in college. I actually think he already got the Heisman Trophy sold up, to be honest with you. I think it's already, I know that's crazy to say with
I felt
one
that.
game.
I felt it last night, dog. I said we just
Well,
gotta win, but go ahead.
yeah. See, I don't even think see, Mo, you right. They do got to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I think long as he continue to ball how he balling,
Yeah.
shot calling, I think Travis Hunter gonna be on his way to a Heisman Trophy. The next thing in the NFL, Travis, listen to me. I I think you can do both, but boy, you're a killer at that receiver. You're a killer at that receiver. I'm gonna say a baller. You're a baller at that receiver, and you're a baller at DB too. But I like you more at receiver. Um, See, Mo, go ahead, jump in on that.
Nah, yo, y'all know how I'm good either way, however you want to do it, but I know he wants to set a standard, and the standard could be set with him, with a player that go both ways in the NFL, just like he going both ways now. Oh, listen, I think he need a Jerry Jones who will say, uh, Prime, Prime, you say he can go both ways? Prime, you know what? I want the money anyways. I'm gonna be real with you, Prime. Prime, I want the money. Dion, you know I want the money. You ain't even gotta convince me. I'm gonna sell the ticket to everybody. I'm gonna have on there two-way star sensation. Yeah. He's going both ways with us. We're giving him the same amount of reps you did. If he can learn it, he can play it. I don't care. Now, Dion, I'm gonna tell you this now. If he looks like he's tired, I'm gonna take him out. I don't want him getting embarrassed. He gotta look like a star like he did with y'all. I think I think Dallas would do it, dog. I think Dallas would do it, or a young coach. He get with one of them young coaches who said, "Hey, I grew up on watching Coach Prime. You know what? I'm gonna go and give you the opportunity." Because Coach Prime said, he said, "Look, man, everybody trying to tell him what he can and can't do because they never done
Yeah,
it. He can go both ways. He's doing it now at we go 130, he go 130. We go 140, he go 140. We go 170, he go 170. Whatever we going, he doing. And he been doing it since I done met him. That's his whole life. So I think he can do it. Just will the NFL y'all know how me and Fizz feel about that NFL. They will pull a number on you. They will say,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you saw with your own eyes. I don't care that you know he's elite. When he comes to the NFL, we're going to say that he's only a wide receiver or only a DB. Because, at the Senior Bowl right now, they have him listed as a DB. And Jim Nagy rock with us. So I text Jim Nagy and I'm like, hey, is that how the NFL see it? Like he only won? He say, not necessarily, not in so many words, but he was like, no, this not the end all be all. I guess that's where the NFL want to see him at. So maybe they feel he already legit at wide receiver and they want to see his DB skills versus the wide receivers. I don't know how to call it, but I asked him, is that how they only see him at one? He said, basically not per se. So it ain't a definite, but it feel like the NFL gonna try to force him to one spot. And I hope they don't, man, because if he's that gifted to do it, let him do it. Coach Prime did football, baseball, track. He did it all. Bo Jackson did football and baseball. Sometimes you got a rare athlete. Let that man, matter of fact, that dude Jeremy Bloom was doing football and skiing. Like, what's the problem? If the man can go all day, you know what? You know who we need to buy? I'm gonna put it out now in case somebody they probably don't already said it. But what's that Energizer Bunny? Is that Duracell? That when the little thing be thump, thump, thump.
I think that Duracell.
Hey, the Energizer Bunny, whoever over that company, if they want to get some sales, holla at Travis Hunter ASAP. But yeah. I think he should go both ways, though.
And shout out to Coach Prime because there wasn't no other coach gonna do that in the country. They probably gonna allow him to do a few plays here, then pretty much DB.
Yeah.
No, I love how Coach Prime, because see, you have to have that mindset like a Coach Prime to come in there and say, hey, we rocking with you, we let you roll. And that's how you should do a 5-star player.
Right.
When them boys come in, a 5-star, I used to always tell C-Mo,
yeah.
if I'm a coach and I got a 5-star recruit, if I'm West Kentucky, Appalachian State, something like that, I'm bringing them in, getting them any kind of number they want. I'm gonna throw them a parade as soon as they get on campus. I'm gonna buy them and their parents a house. I'm getting some out of my salary to make sure that kid get there, and I'm guaranteeing him the start when they get there.
All day. We got to have him.
Yeah. Now next we got to go to the Florida Gator coach. I really don't know if he gonna make it the full season, Simo.
I'm gonna look at the scales. Go ahead. I'm gonna look at.
I really don't think he gonna make it because the way Miami went off in him, I think my FAMU, Florida A&M University, gonna give Miami a better game than Florida.
They
honestly
will.
Today.
No, they will. They got better every time.
I feel, it's like, I feel bad for him because I don't never want no man to lose a job like that. But right now,
millions. I don't know you can technically feel bad for that. Like that's millions.
Yeah.
That's so many millions that they're gonna get another job, big dog. You got millions. So you used to say you get all the millions, you ride off in the sunset. But
yeah. But right now,
feel bad. But I get what you're saying. You don't want to see him get knocked off like that. But hey, he couldn't get it together.
Yeah, because right now, actually, Florida and Florida State got the whole state looking bad almost. But
Miami holding down and war, boy. And you.
Yeah. So I really don't know, man.
Well, look, after this cupcake game today for Florida, they got Texas A&M at the crib. Then they go to Mississippi State. Then they play UCF at the crib. I think the UCF game will decide it. If we lose the UCF, because they not y'all, I don't know if y'all know Florida like that, but you know me and Fizz, I try to tell y'all all the time. The state of Florida, we love us the big three. That is Florida State, and Miami. I ain't got no order. I'm just saying they're the big three. UCF, they in the big 4 now, but technically they got to win a chip. So if they beat him, They probably gonna say, bro, you got to go. Get out. You know we can't let that school in Orlando beat us. We shouldn't even have them on the schedule. Matter of fact, I remember when I was at South Florida, Jim Leverett, that was the coach then, or my coach. He didn't like playing Central Florida because he said that we made them like that's a rivalry. He didn't want them to be a rivalry with it. He wanted South Florida versus Florida, South Florida versus Florida State, South Florida versus Miami to be our rivalry. But he got to look at that. Them boys didn't want to see us as no rivalry. Man, get y'all little cupcake sales out of here. So, yeah, that's his schedule, man. If he could be 3-0, well, 4-0 after the day, if he could beat them, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, and Central Florida, that's
Yeah,
four.
they'll keep him if they do that, but he ain't gonna make that. He ain't gonna win all them.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. Now, Simo, let's get off into these games, man. Let's start breaking down the wins and the losses for the day.
All right.
Week 2.
Week 2, let's start with the first game up. The first game up in what, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 hours. 3 hours, y'all. The next game up in 3 hours is Texas, number 3 in the country, at Michigan, number 10 in the country. Fox gonna be there. ESPN College Game Day, they're big noon. They're everybody there. Tom Brady, everybody. You know what, man? You need to go on and fly out there on that private jet. Hey, Lord, don't make that happen. Lord, make that happen. I go to Lakeland right now and get on that bird. Get on that bird. Get on that bird. Hey, we'll get on that bird. Okay, who you got? Oh, before you say who you got, I got to tell y'all what I heard. So last night, I was up real late just watching stuff, right? So the Michigan head coach and Michigan defensive coordinator was sitting there. And I told y'all Jeff Fish said any coach that come from the NFL straight to college, them boys always end up with a top 10 defense. Well, let's talk about it. So Michigan head coach, defense coordinator got on there and said, yes. And we broke this thing down like this. I said, I ain't heard nobody talk like this. He said, yes, Texas runs. Their running game is an Alabama running game, but their passing game is a Miami Dolphins passing game. I said, well, dog, if he done broke that thing down like that, I say, well, oh, we finna have a game. Because I thought, in my mind, I say Texas finna go out there and win this game. When it looked like last week, Michigan was playing with their quarterback, so I don't know how their quarterback thing gonna go. So I was like, Texas gonna come up there and do them. But when I heard that man break that down, I say, oh, we got some. I say we got some. So I'm still say Texas, but when that defensive coordinator said all that, y'all, I'm gonna say it's a close game, but I'm gonna still go Texas.
I'm gonna say Texas, and Texas gonna get them by 14. Texas winning by 14.
Okay, all right. My next big boy game that comes up is, hold up, let me go back to the big list. The big list, the big list. My next big boy game in the order that I'm gonna be watching it is that 7:30 game, Colorado versus Nebraska. Now, y'all, I'm gonna prep y'all. I don't know what he gonna say, but me, I think we gonna get it, dog. I think Colorado gonna win this game. I don't know why the world is hyping up Dylan like this, Dylan Raiola at Nebraska. They hyping him up like he done took over Carson Beck's spot at Georgia. And they got all the pieces, and all he got to do is just do whatever they say. If they say toss the ball behind your head, close your eyes, and we know a wide receiver gonna catch it, do that. He can do that at Georgia. He can't do that at Nebraska. This is not the same squad. Like the team that we finna play today is technically the same team we played last year. Only difference is they added a true freshman that they act like he is a fifth-year senior, and they added 2 wide receivers, a transfer from Texas named Isaiah and a transfer from Wake Forest last name Banks. We got DBs that'll lock that down. So I'm going Colorado.
Whoa, Seminole win. Roll to your game and roll again. Now I'm gonna tell you, you gotta stop the press. You gotta stop the press. Now Seymour say they hyping up the Nebraska quarterback. That's what we talking about, Dylan.
Yeah.
I don't really think they hyping him up. I think they giving him a little love. He okay. Shador, pocket passer, gunslinger, number one in the nation, throwing that ball across the field. Travis Hunter, lockdown corner, big time receiver. Nebraska coming in, with a freshman quarterback. Still solid defense now. The boys still got a solid defense. Offensive line, a lot of their offensive line returning. Nebraska, they do got a real tough running game. I actually think Colorado gonna run the game a little. Run the game will be a little bit better this week. But I got Nebraska for the dub, the corn hustlers. I got them for the dub. It's gonna be a tough game. I got Colorado losing, Nebraska winning. It's gonna be a close game, but I think in the end, Nebraska gonna shoot that field goal up. It is good. Game over.
Why you think Nebraska gonna win, man? What they got that make you feel that?
For one, looking at Colorado last week,
Yeah.
both of them played a team, lower level team.
One of them played a team that can win a chip at their level. One of them played a garbage team.
Still, they played different. They played lower level team. Not true enough, but I see Nebraska just a little bit better than North Dakota State. You're right. North Dakota State, that's a real good team.
Yeah.
But I see Nebraska
a little better.
It's like the same team as North. I'm glad you asked me that. I see Nebraska as identical to North Dakota State, but with a little bit more talent and size. That's how I really see Nebraska. That's why I got them for the win.
We're gonna see. Y'all already know I'm rocking with CU. Hey, I'm rocking with them Buffs. All right, that next game that's up, that's gonna catch my attention is Tennessee versus North Carolina State. Tennessee versus North Carolina State, because they both ranked. It's a big boy game. I think that game being played at 7 or 7:30 on ESPN. I'm gonna go with, because NC State had trouble with Western Carolina. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. Gonna bop them, bop, 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 bop. Edit, bop, 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 bop. I'm going with Tennessee in that one.
I'm going with Tennessee too. I actually think this is gonna be a close game.
It could.
I got Tennessee by 7. What I like with North Carolina State, they was actually able to put up a lot of points. I know against West Carolina, but them boys was able to put up a lot of points. So I think it's gonna be a good game. And I got Tennessee by the 7.
You got Tennessee. I don't be thinking of points per se, but I just go who I think gonna win. But I think all 3 games we done named so far, I think they're gonna be tight games. But if one of them passers take off, a Shador throwing that thing, Nico throwing that thing, or Quinn throwing that thing, I think it'll get out of hand if them boys go to yum. All right. The next game up, and the reason I picked this game is because Oregon played Idaho, which is a D1 AA. I think they're in the top 15 or top 10 or something like that in D1 AA. North Dakota State was number 2 team in the D1 AA, but Idaho was number in the top 10 or top 15. And they had them boys all the way to the 4th quarter. So either Oregon is not like that this year, or Idaho was just that fire, and they finna run the tables in D1 AA. I don't know yet, but I know Boise State running back. That boy took off like a rocket. That man scored 6 TDs. His name Ashton Genty. He scored 6 TDs, y'all, in one game, and ran for like 200 plus, over 250, I believe. I want to say over 250. I want to say like 267. That man was running the at the ball. So if he's that good, this game right here versus Oregon will show us. If he could run that ball on Oregon, oh my goodness, boy, Oregon might go down today. That's my first upset of the day. I think Oregon might go down, y'all. But let me hear what you got.
That running back, he should be right now. I think he should be number one in the Heisman race. If they do it week to week, no, because Travis Hunt, I say, yeah, I'll give him number one, Travis Hunter number two.
Yeah.
And just for this week. But I still got Oregon for the win. I think it's gonna be a close game. But Oregon, I don't even know if they really were putting forth their full effort. Because that's the only reason
you got a saying. You told me you ain't never went out on the football field and worried about a cupcake.
Oh, no. I ain't talking about the players. You talking about the players. I'm talking about for the offensive, defensive coach. I think they went out there with a basic offense. That's why I think FAMU and Miami gonna have some trouble today. Because a lot of times they playing teams like that, unless it's like a real powerhouse, they gonna do their basic offense and defense until they find themselves in trouble, then trying to get out of it. North Carolina FAMU actually had a game a few years ago like that. So in South Florida did a little bit too. So I got Oregon for the win. And let's see. I got Oregon. I'm gonna say Oregon gonna beat them by 2 touchdowns.
I want Boise State to get the W. I want them to ride. I want that running back to shine so much again, and everybody be like, "Oh my goodness, he is him. He is him, you guys. He is him." The next game, nope. Everybody think it's gonna be a pushover. South Florida goes to Alabama. Now, when Alabama came to South Florida, Alabama was trying to figure out what their quarterback was. They didn't believe in Jalen Milroe, and it was raining. And South Florida almost beat them. But now they get to go to Alabama. And the coach Golash at USF said, nah. We don't get a chance to play them. They get a chance to play us. So I say, ooh. So my boy finna unleash when he go up there. I think it could be a close game. I know the points on it say it's going to be a 31-point blowout. I think South Florida with that 6'5" quarterback. Remember I told y'all there's 3 quarterbacks in the state of Florida that's 5. Cam Ward, Byron Brown at USF, and Daniel Richardson at FAM. They're my top 3 quarterbacks. They can run it and throw it. They get that job done. And guess what? All 3 of their teams winning. So can this 6'5" quarterback go up there and lead a mission impossible versus Alabama? We finna see. But I got the win for Alabama, but I would love to see South Florida win. But I know Coach KD, that boy finna unleash that thing. Jalen Milroe gonna be in the Heisman talk all year long for a fact with that coach.
And Simo, you right. He do got an explosive offensive coordinator right now.
Yeah.
You got Mr. Womack. He up there coaching the linebackers. He was the head coach at South Alabama. Yeah. Now he the Alabama coaching up the linebackers and helping the defense. I think he the defense coordinator.
Yeah, him.
My thing is
Buffalo, the co-coordinators or something.
My thing. I got South Florida for the upset with the W, going to Tuscaloosa, shocking the nation today. I'm telling you, because it was a tough game last year. True enough, it was a thunderstorm pouring down, raining. I got South Florida for the win. This game right here. Even though I think Alabama gonna jump out on them probably about 14-0. But I think South Florida gonna catch their feet and they're gonna come up with a W. They're gonna be all across the ESPN. Watch this.
I think Bama gonna get it. And they might try to do them nasty too, boy. My next game, I know I want. I might not get to watch it because Texas game gonna be on at the same time. But Syracuse and Georgia Tech. You know Georgia Tech hot right now. Them boys 2-0. They done beat Florida State and I forgot who they beat last week. But they 2-0. They looking good. Can Fran Brown in his new era, Fran Brown era at Syracuse, can they keep the dome undefeated? I'm gonna go with Fran Brown. Fran Brown he got the quarterback from Ohio State, Cal McCord. He got wide receivers, he got tight ends, he got running backs, he got a defense. Boy, they might be the underdogs in the ACC that make a run for it. So I'm going with Syracuse. But this is a real test to me. This is their real test. Is Georgia Tech really like that? Or is Syracuse really like that? And that's who they should be talking about.
You bring up some good points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Georgia Tech, man. I'm going with Georgia Tech for the dude, and I think it's gonna be a close game. But Syracuse, I think this probably gonna be their toughest challenge for right now. Is dealing with that Georgia Tech run game. Even though I know Syracuse, they're gonna be putting people in the box, overcrowding the box. But that's Georgia Tech's secret weapon, secret sauce. They run that clock. They keep that ball. That's what they did in Florida State. They drained that clock. So I got Georgia Tech for the dude.
All right. The last game that I'm gonna think about actually that I want to see what the score be is Kansas State versus Tulane. Tulane has a new coach and he came from Troy. Tulane head coach left Tulane and went to Houston. He having all type of problems in Houston, and he played Oklahoma, so we can run that one too. Well, Oklahoma gonna win that game, but he probably get Houston up. But let's just focus back on Tulane. Troy came over to be the head coach at Tulane. That head coach that left to go to Houston left him a good roster, and then that boy went and recruited. He got some receivers. He got the receiver that's from Plant City. That dude Mario Williams. Remember I called you when he was a ninth grader?
Yeah, ninth or 10th grade. He was out there balling.
It was ninth. I remember like yesterday. I called you and I said, bruh, this guy out here balling, dog. I said, I don't know who he is, but he out here doing his thing. He done caught about 8-9 passes out here. And then, Lord behold.
Cause he played for Plant, didn't it? Plant
City High School.
Plant City. That's what I said. Plant.
Yeah. No, Plant is Plant. Plant is like Tampa Plant.
Oh, you talking about the that gold and blue school? No, I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about Plant City.
Yeah, Plant City is Plant City. Plant is Tampa Plant. But yeah, he played at Plant City. He was balling. So they got him in. And they got a bunch of ballers at Tulane. So Tulane could, because y'all gonna call it an upset. But if you've been really watching ball, the year before that coach left, he won 10 games. I think last year he won 10 or 12 games, something like that. And then this year, so that team's solid. I think this year they got something as well that they could win it. I think they could beat K-State. I know K-State is good, but I think K-State could possibly lose this game. But I'm going to go with Tulane. I'm going to go with Tulane for the upset.
Ooh. I don't know about that one, Simo. And they playing that Tulane too, ain't it?
I think so.
Yeah. I gotta go Kansas State though. I gotta go Kansas State. Tulane, I think they're gonna make it a real good game. The first half and the second half, I think that's when Kansas State gonna try to start pulling away. I think gonna start out close. After that second half, I think that when Kansas State gonna pull off with the win.
All right, what you think? What you think DJ Lagway gonna do at Florida? Will he do enough to take old boy off the hot seat today? What if they lose? I know they lose, but what if they lose?
No, that can happen. If they do lose, Somebody had a tough time with Sample. I think last year. I think,
What if they lose?
but
Bro?
if they do lose, he gone.
Dang.
They chopping him off right then, right there. Which I hate they do that. I think you should let the head coach finish the season. That's how I honestly feel. I think a head coach, I don't care what's going on, let him finish out the season. But I'm happy that QB starting too last week, DJ. I'm happy. Um, I got Florida for the win,
Yeah.
but if they do lose, that bad for DJ too, though.
I
But
think
I tell you this, if that coach end up leaving, DJ Lagway, he'll be one of the top recruits in the portal, in the transfer portal. I bet you that.
I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay. Um, well that's all I got. Other than if you think Miami versus Fam gonna shake up something special, or Cam Ward gonna do them in.
Uh, I think it's gonna be something special the first half, but I see Miami winning. But I think that first half is gonna be a tight game. But Cam Ward, that boy, something serious, man. And I think he one of the best quarterbacks in the country right now.
He is. He is, hands down. He is. Well, hey, go on hit him with what you hit him with on the way out.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all joining us this beautiful early Saturday football morning. But I'm gonna leave y'all how I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you'll fall to the ground. This is the Life of Football podcast. Catch you next time.
Hey, we're gonna holler at y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all.